What's going on, guys? I'm Brandon.
And I'm Brooke.
And we're going to teach you how to play Trash Pandas, little card game, rambunctious raccoon card game. So the idea is you have a deck of cards like so. Each card has certain abilities down at the bottom, as well as different scores. So at the end of the game, based on what you've trashed or stashed, you could say, whoever has the most, this card is called the Yum Yum, so whoever has the most Yum Yums would score 4 points, and whoever has second most would score 2 points. So this game can play up to 4 players, but we're going to play just a 2-player variant. So that's kind of the idea. So it is a push your luck game. There is a dice that you do roll, and each dice has a different symbol on it, which are corresponding tokens here. So for instance, if I roll a double trash can card, I would take the double trash can token into my supply, and I could choose to stop there and just do the action that is the double trash can, or I could roll again and get another cube, and I can keep pressing my luck until I get a duplicate. So let's say I just kept rolling. I got the mass, so right now I've got 4. Recycle 5. I'm just gonna hit everyone. So right there, if I'd have kept going, I already rolled the trash can / tree symbol, so I would essentially bust. And if you bust, you push them all back to the supply, and you would just draw 1 card. So the game triggers once you have gone through the entire deck, and then we would flip over and see who has collected the most sets. There is a Blammo card, which is just 1 point stashed at the end, and then the rest are trophy cards of sorts. So very simple game, very quick. I'm only gonna use partial of the deck just because I don't want to play a full length game. But first player will only get 3 cards, and second player gets 1 extra. So each player afterwards would get an extra card. So let's go ahead and let me cut half this out of here so we can play a little quick game.
Okay.
Alright, so 3 cards, I would be the first player. So first up, you roll the dice. I gained a double tree ability, which would be to stash up to 2 cards. I'm going to roll again. I've got a recycle ability, which allows me to pick an unused ability. I'm going to roll one more time, push my luck a little bit. Got the raccoon ability, which says I would draw 1 card from the deck, show it to everybody, and then if they had a matching card, could stash it into their basically their point area. So I'm going to stop there and choose to. I'm going to do the recycle ability first. Opt to draw 2 cards. Next, I will stash 2 cards. So let's stash you 2. So this is just basically my victory point area. And finally, I will draw a card. Would you like to stash a Blammo? Okay, she would.
Yes.
And then I would keep that card. And that's my turn.
Alright, my turn. Get the trees.
It's double trees.
Stash up the 2 cards. Oh,
and she busted.
And I lost it already.
So you get to draw a card.
Okay, well that was...
Right, back to me. There are cards as well that can like counter. So remember I mentioned some of these cards have abilities on them. So you can either choose to use abilities here, or you could opt to just stash cards. So I rolled the recycle. Ooh. The steal. Let's go 1. Oh.
Well,
No, that works. Alright, we'll stop there. I will steal 1 random from a player's hand. So let's steal a card from you. I'm going to recycle and choose to stash 2 cards. So let's stash 1 and 2. And then I will choose to stash another card. Okay, your turn.
Alright.
So this is a very simple game, just a lot of stashing your cards off to the side, basically making your little score pile here. You can, like I said, you can opt to use some of the abilities.
Ooh, I think I'm going to stop there.
I'm going to play an action now in response to her stop. The Yum Yum card says force a player to continue rolling.
Oh no!
I will spend that card to the discard pile. And
I got lucky on that one.
Helped you.
So I get to
You don't want to keep
draw
going?
up to 2 cards.
Dang.
So
My plan, evil plan,
1,
backfired.
2, and all right. Let's see. What do I want to stash? I am going to use this one and a Blamo.
Okay, I don't have a Blamo.
Okay. And let's see. I'm going to stash.
Wait, did that come from your hand? This would draw a card and then.
No.
Okay, I didn't see it.
No, you're fine. Okay. So this one, I lost my train of thought now.
You're good.
I get to either draw a card or stash a card. I'm going to stash a card. So that's gone.
And then
And
stash
stash
2.
up to 2 cards. I think I'm going to...
Big money, big money! Alright, got a recycle. Double trash can. And that one. Trash can tree. So let's draw 2. And then we will use a recycle to stash 2. And then I'll use this to stash 1 more. No cards in hand.
Oh, man.
Alright, your turn.
All right. So let's
Yeah, since
see.
it's a quick game, I'm kind of just stashing cards.
Yeah. So
Typically, you probably
double
wouldn't
tree.
stash so aggressively,
So
but
stash up the 2 cards. Let's try it one more time. And steal. I have nothing to steal because you played all your cards. Ooh, got lucky. All right, I'm going to stop there. So draw one. Other players may stash a card. So since you can't do that,
that's right. Draw 1 card,
draw 1 card.
and then I can't stash, so you would just keep it.
Okay. And can't steal. And this one stash up to 2 cards. I think I'm going to stash those 2.
All right, and that would end the game. Obviously, we have a lot more cards, but since we're just playing a little quick one, now we would look and see what the scores are. So you'd flip your stash over. So I've got 1 fish. Blamos are worth 1 point. I've got 3 Yum Yums and 1 Nanner.
Okay.
So you've got 3 pizzas.
3 pizzas.
So you would win the pizza. You get 6 points. 1 point for each Blamo. That's 9. And we tied for fish. So we actually go down to the 2nd place spot. We both get 3. So you would get, what's that, 9, 10, 11, 12?
Yep.
And I am at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 4. So 17.
Oh, man.
Gotcha.
Dang. Got me again.
All right, guys. Well, that's the game. Real quick, real easy game. What do you think about the game as far as a review goes?
I actually really like this game. It plays really quick. It's fun. It's unique. It's different. I like the dice concept where you roll and you have to like try your luck on if you want to keep rolling to get more abilities, to do different things, or potentially bust. And so it allows you to do more things. It's unique. It's different. There's not a lot of games out there like this at all, and I think it's lots of fun.
I do like the pressure luck aspect. I think that's kind of underutilized in a lot of games nowadays. And there's another one I like that's kind of similar to that. It's Port Royal is the game I'm thinking of. Another pressure luck game. But I like that aspect. It's kind of feels a little like gambling in a sense where you're, ooh, do I want to really risk it for the biscuit? So I always like that in games where you can take a risk, and sometimes it can pay off big because it can help you kind of catch up too if you're behind and you're like, well, I know I'm losing really bad. Let me just really risk it and try to keep rolling, see if I can just all in this thing.
Potentially catch
to make
up
a comeback.
Or get ahead.
So that's a kind of a fun aspect of it as well. So just that, like I said, that pressure luck dynamic I think is a lot of fun. So great kids game, really a good filler game too. So if you're out with some friends and you're playing maybe a real heavy game like Terraforming Mars or something, this could be a real quick filler game in between, or when you're taking a break or something. That's still very light, very fun. Good entryway for people that don't play a lot of games. Maybe a good gateway game or a good gift. And I like the small box too. I love the tight small boxes, easy to take on trips with you.
Yep.
We actually took this to North Carolina with us and had a lot of fun with it. So easy. But I'd say solid. I'd give it probably a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree.
It can get a little bit repetitive over time, but just for, if you want to play a game or two, I'd say definitely worthwhile. But playing too many back-to-back would probably get a little stale after a while, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd say maybe a 6 out of 10.
Absolutely.
But, all right, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. As always, please hit that like button and that subscribe button.
And until next time.